Yeah, that was disrespectful. And oh, there's cheers going on. It's Marty. General Manager Marty, who last week chopped Mr. Sonic in half. Got F5'd, and that man, that F5 Marty, got put in a lock and ran off. What is happening right now? Marty confirmed the United States Championship match earlier. We don't know exactly what's going on here, where Mr. Sonic is at the moment. This is interesting. This is impromptu. I hope each and every one of you are having an incredible night here on ABWF Frenzy. Now, what most of you are assuming right now is I'm about to call out Mr. Sonic. But his measly ass decided to stay in Hollywood, Florida for some serious business negotiations. Call it a coincidence. I think there's a reason that man ain't in this building tonight. And I'm actually quite happy he's not in this building tonight because I do not care to banter with that man. I don't care to make this like every other trope this company does. You see, I don't like wasting people's time. And last week, y'all saw me chop the heart out of that piece of shit that I used to call my best friend. Used to. Not anymore. You see, Mr. Sonic, me and you have been close for 30 years. For 30 years, you have been a powerful businessman. You have taken care of me. You have made sure that I've been here, but you always made it known that if I ever slipped off, if I ever was a waste of your money, friends or not, business is business. I always knew that. And even though you knew I was falling off, you gave me so many opportunities to be general manager, to be in your house, to stay warm in your Sonic house. And I'm not going to lie to each and every one of you. I didn't regret that because that was a safe place for me. I was safe there. And I hope y'all can understand that. And I'm going to try to make y'all understand exactly why right now the current predicament is happening. Because you see, Mr. Sonic, ever since he lost control of everything, has been trying his damn hardest to remain in control. And with that, he pushed a lot of people aside that he convinced he cared about. He hurt a lot of people. Hell, he did a lot of things. He made me do a lot of things that I regret. He pushed me aside. He threatened my job because I didn't want to be this evil guy anymore. I didn't want to be this man's pawn anymore because I was seeing exactly how far down he has fallen. And Dave Glory found out exactly what was going on. And I saw that, which made me see exactly what I need to see. And sooner or later, Brian Damage will find out exactly what's going on. But someone ought to knock that man's thick skull back into place. And that man will be Dave Glory tonight on ABWF Frenzy. But you see, Mr. Sonic, this year you have exposed yourself as a snake. You have exposed yourself as an untrustworthy snake, slithering around until you get exactly what you need. You made Brian Damage your champion, and you pushed me aside, and you pushed Dave Glory aside like we didn't matter. And it seems like in this year of 2023, everything is coming back to bite you in your little ass. You think, how many figurative sons have you had that you have, quite frankly, aborted? Hell, you made me have to beat your actual son, Hope Sonic. You made me do a lot of things I regretted, and after that, I kind of thought maybe I have to take a step to the left. Change direction. Be a good boss. Have a good show. Something you don't know how to do anymore. Hell, Dave Glory, man, groomed that guy to being a world champion, and then you found a man with a briefcase, and what did you do? You pushed Dave Glory aside like an asshole. And Dave Glory, he was going to be a champion, but you put him down. And you shocked the world, and you beat a man that you pummeled time and time again. You feel so good about yourself for that one, now don't you? You feel like such a winner for that one. Good for you. Good for you. You took everything away from that kid. What happens to a man when you take everything away from him, Mr. Sonic? You should know everything was taken away from you this year. You had nothing to lose. Or at least you felt like you had nothing to lose. And now you screwed yourself. Here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal, as a matter of fact. I'm not going to waste much more of your time. Mr. Sonic, Emerald, Buddy. At Buddy Saturday, just know your ass is mine. Just know that although my time as general manager may be up, I'm going to announce my final match as general manager, and that match will be against you. Now, many of you may have not noticed it, but for a long, long time, I have been waiting to beat this man up. For a while now, I have been waiting to smack him in his face. I've been waiting to deliver him the most brutal chop in wrestling. That's my chop, motherfucker. I got hands. I got hands. And Mr. Sonic, boss, I'm gonna own you. I'm gonna shut you up. I'm gonna be your karma. For all your desperate selfishness, for your erosion over this past year, I am going to selfishly beat the living shit out of you. You can send Brian Damage to F5 me as many times as you want. Eventually, I get pretty numb to it. I'm still standing here and I feel damn good. Brian Damage, you overdid it, and I'm still standing. So what really is your F5 worth to me nowadays? I feel the best I've felt in a while. I've been sober for a long, long time. And Mr. Sonic, I'm going to make sure, starting now, that everybody gets exactly what they want until I no longer can. And I'm going to make sure I get exactly what I want at Bloody Saturday. You can try and reject my challenge, but the fact is, whether you do or don't, I'm going to drag your ass to that arena in Chicago, and I'm going to make what I need to make happen. And we're going to have a motherfucking fiesta in the Windy City, bitch.
Jesus! Already came out here all monotonous. Not too much hype, just going... Yeah, Marty's had enough. We saw his little turn happen throughout this year where he's become less and less of an evil prick and more of a